All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael Meth, and I'm the Dean of the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Library here at San Jose State University. It's great to get applause when you're a library dean. And I'm also the interim dean of the College of Information, Data, and Society. I like that applause too. Awesome. I have the pleasure of welcoming you to the SJSU Author, Artist, and Inventor Celebration. Today, we celebrate the scholarly, creative, and also innovative output of our colleagues across the university in 2024. Before we kick off the celebration, we would like to begin this program with a land acknowledgement, read by SJSU President Cynthia Teniente Matson.
We'd like to begin this program by recognizing that while we gather at San Jose State University, we're gathered on the ethno-historic tribal territory of the Tamian Ohlone, who were the direct ancestors of the lineages enrolled in the Moakma Ohlone tribe, and who were missionized into missions Santa Clara, San Jose, and Dolores. San Jose State University also desires to honor the military service of the Moakma men and women who have honorably served overseas during World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm, Iraq, and who are still serving in the United States Armed Forces today.
Thank you. The Author, Artist, and Inventor Celebration is a highly anticipated event every year, and quite frankly, it's one of my favorite events. As you can see, I think we have a lot of folks in the room and also quite a few of you online. You surely must be in agreement. This year, I have the great honor to announce two wonderful updates to this remarkable program. First, our event name has officially been changed and updated to permanently include the Inventors. So now we're the Artists, Authors, and Inventors. And I was trying to figure out how to incorporate this. First of all, yes, absolutely. And I wanted to find a good way to crack a joke. I'll just try. But basically, we found another way to create another AI event at SJSU. Thank you to the wonderful partnership with the Division of Research and Innovation, and particular special thanks to Abby Quayle, Director of Innovations. Absolutely. Where are you, Abby? Abby's somewhere in the room, wherever she is. We'll find her later. We're going to honor the innovative Spartan faculty and staff who've been successful in being granted patents in the last calendar year. And secondly, I am proud to also announce that the new SJSU Author Collection is now permanently located on the 8th floor of King Library. This collection highlights the wonderful and impressive output of our SJSU faculty and staff over the years. And I invite you to visit the collection up on the 8th floor. It's displayed in the lobby right by the elevators. And maybe before you leave the building today, you get a chance to take a look. A big thank you to all the SJSU King Library employees who have envisioned and helped make this collection possible. It's been a team effort. So maybe another round of applause for them as well. It's an exciting day here at SJSU King Library as we celebrate and acknowledge the impressive work of our SJSU faculty and staff across campus and the significant works published during the 2024 calendar year. Thank you to everyone who is joining us today in person, and thank you also to all of you who are joining us on camera today on the live stream. The SJSU King Library is a proud partner of this celebration because we connect faculty, staff, and students in their research, resources that underpin their scholarly success. At your library, this library, we provide access to collections and research resources. We are connectors across the university. We facilitate community building, knowledge discovery, knowledge sharing, and also knowledge dissemination. The library is on this journey with you, and we are constantly evolving to meet your needs. A couple of quick housekeeping items before we really get started. Please join us after the program to enjoy food and beverages over in room 255, just across the hall. And I also want to let you know that the closest emergency exit for in-person attendees is to the back door over this way along the blue wall just outside of room 225 and room 255. Please follow the exit signs through the stairwells. One more thing, honorees, if you're here in person, you would have received hopefully a check and a certificate. And if you're joining us virtually or can't be here in person, you would be receiving a certificate via mail. Please note that we will be listing all names and works, but honorees do not need to come up to the podium when your name is read today, just to keep the proceedings flowing. Please also don't forget to mark this occasion by taking a selfie with your dean. They're all sitting here in the front. Your provost over there, or the president against the SJSU backdrop right there on our left. Share your photos with us by tagging at SJSU Library. We're pretty much on every social media platform. So put them where you think your community is and where the students and your colleagues can see it. I also want to invite you to take a look at the display of works, by the way. Take a moment when you get a chance. All the books, everything that's in print and also digital projects are all shown over there. With that out of the way, I would now like to invite Provost Vincent Del Casino to the podium to give his remarks. Provost.
It's not even yet, Mike. It's never. Okay. How's it going, everybody? It's nice to see so many people in the room. Hi, everyone online and in the other room where all the wine is. Amen, sister. There's probably nothing more important at this moment in time than to stop and celebrate the production of knowledge, the asking of questions, the challenging of dogma. That's what we do in higher education. That's our mission. It's at the core of what we do. And along the way, we train and educate students to do that work. That's what makes an informed citizenry. That's what allows our society to thrive. And I think it's critical to remind ourselves at this moment about what we're celebrating here. Because it's obviously the authors, the artists, the inventors, but it's the questions we ask, the ongoing work we're going to do to advance our society that I think is so critical. And I think it's important to reflect on that and to celebrate that component of what's going on right now and what higher education, in my opinion, brings to the table. So I want to thank everyone for their contributions. Now, it's also important for me to formally thank the planning committee and the organizers of the event, the university library, the Division of Research and Innovation, and apparently the Office of the Provost helped. Not me, I don't do anything. I mostly sit in my office and make proclamations, but everyone else who does serious work. The other thing that I want to talk about or highlight is the important fact that one of the values I've seen thrive and enliven what San Jose State is the multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary practices that go on here. There's so much that transgresses and transforms across the institution. It's really exciting to see. I have to congratulate all the honorees today and the amazing subject matter experts that are talking about all these things and the ways in which we come together as a university. And what I want to say too is that, as we know, the work of the authors are also always involved the engagement with the students, the staff, and our communities. And so they're representative of not just the work of an individual, but all that other work. And one of the things I've always benefited from is those collaborations that help us come together. So I want to celebrate that today and congratulate everyone again for some of the really amazing accomplishments, and know that we are here to continue that work. That work is not going to slow down or stop, even if things change in the world. So congratulations to everyone. And thank you again to the whole group that put this together, and to all the authors. That was very New York. Did you hear that come out? All the authors hanging out at the corner. I sounded like my grandfather. Sorry. Authors, artists, and innovators, inventors. With that, please allow me to introduce President Cynthia Teniente Matson.
Thank you. I'm going to go off script just for a moment, Sabrina. So when you run the teleprompter, when you go off script, it's kind of a thing. But I have to say, I was reminded the provost and I had a conversation, I think it was this week, but it might have been last, about academic freedom. And as I was walking over there, looking at the titles of the books and the work that you're doing, and I was reminded of the conversation we had about the intersection of academic freedom and freedom of expression and free speech. So these types of events should really wash over you on days like today and what we've been experiencing. So it is my extreme pleasure to be with you today to celebrate some of the brightest minds and most creative spirits in our community. Research Week is absolutely a visible symbol that San Jose State is a place of learning, and more so a place of discovery, expression, and invention. And today's celebration captures the essence of what makes our university, and really all universities, exceptional. Across disciplines, from chemistry to choreography, from political theory to quantum computing, you are expanding how we understand the world and reimagine what's possible, and actually also make sense of what's happening in our world. You're building a future we all get to live in, and you're doing so in a way that reflects the very best of who we are as Spartans: innovative, visionary, and deeply committed to the public good. From scholarly journals to performance stages to the Federal Patent Office, your work adds to a rich and diverse tapestry of intellectual life at San Jose State. And it's all rooted in curiosity, equity, and impact. And of course, the visible role models that you are for our students. It's no coincidence that we're celebrating your achievements in the heart of Silicon Valley, a region built on ideas and powered by pioneers. SJSU isn't just at the epicenter of the future, we define it. So to our authors, our artists, and our inventors, on behalf of everyone at San Jose State and the CSU, I say thank you. Thank you for your creativity, your commitment, and your willingness to break new ground. Conversations, and you're inspiring what comes next. I know how proud we are to be on this journey with you. So let's keep leading with purpose, thinking outside the box and boldly, and creating our future together. Because this is what a place of first looks like here at San Jose State. Thank you. And let's begin the celebration. And to kick off the recognition portion of this event, I'd like to invite the Dean of the Lucas College and Graduate School of Business, Priya Kannan.
Thank you, President Matson. All right, here we go. We first have Dr. Oliver Yu, Emeritus, co-author of Entrepreneurship Management, Concepts, Methods, and Software for Managing Technological Innovation in Organizations. With that, round of applause. David Whitener.
Thank you, Priya. I would like to name Jason Laker, co-author of Advancing Sexual Consent and Agential Practices in Higher Education Toward a New Community of Practice. And now I'd like to invite the Dean of the Charles W. Davidson College of Engineering, Cheryl Ehrman.
All right, thank you. So the first person I'd like to recognize is Dayun Oh, inventor, co-inventor of a patent entitled Battery Compression Test Apparatus and Mechanical Conditioning Method. All right, and now I'd like to recognize Professor Emerita Ron Mack, who's the author of a book, Object-Oriented Software Design in C++. So congratulations to Ron. All right, and next I'd like to recognize somebody who is frequently at these events, Chandrasekhar Volpapati, who is this year the author of Assessing Policy Effectiveness Using AI and Language Models, Applications for Economic and Social Sustainability, and Volume 2 of Data Science Inscriptions of the Jyotirlingas. So congratulations to Chandra. All right, and now I'd like to recognize Professor Hu-Young Wang. He is the author of Introduction to Quantum Computing, From a Layperson to a Programmer in 30 Steps, and the second edition of the book came out this year, so congratulations. Yeah, he also has an awesome YouTube series where you too can watch the videos and do the same. Layperson to quantum computing expert in just 30 videos. All right, and then now another frequent flyer at these events, Abbas Muallim, who is the editor of Human-Computer Interactions for cybersecurity, privacy, and trust, a really important topic in these times. And then this was held as a part of the 26th annual HCI conference, International Conference in 2024 in Washington, D.C. So congratulations to Abbas. All right, and then another person who I see at this event year after year, Ahmed Banafa, who is the author of Introduction to Artificial Intelligence, and then also author of Transformative AI, Responsible, Transparent, and Trustworthy AI Systems. Again, these are great. These are really great books for people that want an introduction to the field. So congratulations to Ahmed. All right, and now I'd like to recognize Lynn Zhou, who's the author of yet another important book coming out of the STEM field, Social Issues, Equality, and Technology. So thank you so much, Lynn, for your important contribution. All right, and now we have an inventor to recognize. I'd like to recognize Crystal Hahn for her invention, ribosome profiling via isotachophoresis, which is joint with a collaborator at the University of Texas at Austin. So congratulations to Crystal. All right, and then coming back to the other half of the patent, this is recognizing Sang-Jun or John Lee, again, inventor of battery compression test apparatus and mechanical conditioning methods. So congratulations to John. All right, and now I'd like to invite the Associate Dean of the College of Health and Human Sciences, Matt Masucci.
Thank you. It's my privilege to honor Dr. Jessica Chin, co-editor of Cultures of Sport Hazing and Anti-Hazing Initiatives for the 21st Century, Stepping Across the Millennium. And Dr. Greg Payne, Emerita, co-author of Human Motor Development, A Lifespan Approach. It's the 11th edition of Field Leading textbook. And Dr. Heidi Pendleton, Emerita, and Dr. Wynne Schultz-Krohn, co-editors of Pedretti's Occupational Therapy, Practice Skills for Physical Dysfunction, 9th edition. And it's also my pleasure to recognize Shannon Miller from the College of Humanities and the Arts for her work and co-edited entitled Isabella Whitney, Poems by a 16th Century Gentlewoman, Maid, and Servant. And now I would like to invite Shannon to the podium.
Welcome everybody here. I'm delighted to start recognizing our faculty with Sally Ashton, who is a lecturer emeritus, for her poetry collection, Listening to Mars. Continuing with the English and Comparative Literature Department, the next person I want to recognize is Scott Jarvie, Assistant Professor of English Education. He is the co-author with a faculty member in Humanities I will get to in a few minutes of Affect, Learning, and Teacher Education, Getting Stuck in Social Justice. Brooke McClurg, who is an assistant professor of poetry who joined us quite recently, has his book published, a Dictionary of Modern Consternation. Moving on to the Department of Film, Theater, and Dance, the first person to recognize here is Andrea Beckert, an associate professor who is a scenic designer, and she designed 2 different scenic designs this year. The first, Miss Bennett, Christmas at Pemberley at Theater Works Silicon Valley, and Legally Blonde, the musical at Rock Valley College Starlight Theater. I don't know why Andrea didn't invite me to the Legally Blonde one. I just don't know. Okay, moving on to another very accomplished faculty member in the Department of Film, Theater, and Dance is Professor Amy Glazer, who directed 7,000 Miles, a feature film that has been recently released. So you might want to check that out. A lecturer in the Department of Film, Theater, and Dance, Dr. Stephanie Sherman, is the author of Tectonic Tongues, Lenguas Teutoniques. And I'm basically stealing this credit from the College of Social Science because Matthew Spangler is the chair of film, theater, and dance, but he really does belong to the College of Social Science. So I just wanted to register that. And Matthew is the author of a new edition of The Playboy of the Western World, for which he was the editor. Moving to the Department of Humanities, Erica Colmenares was co-author with Scott Jarvie of Affect, Learning, and Teacher Education, Getting Stuck in Social Justice. And also from the Humanities Department, Professor Shannon Rose Riley was co-author of Geographies of Us, Echosomatic Essays and Practice Pages. And also from the Department of Humanities, Dr. Lisa Stenmark, one of our great lecturers, was a co-editor of Religion, Science, and Technology in North America, an introduction. Moving to the music department, I'm delighted to recognize Assistant Professor Christopher Luna Mega for his composition, Night Music for Reed Quintet and Electronics, performed at the San Francisco Conservatory of Music. Another colleague from music, David Ma, is the editor of Dust and Grooves, Volume 2, Further Adventures in Record Collecting. Moving to the Department of Philosophy, Professor Beaumont is author of Cross-Tradition Engagement on the Laws of Logic, Approaching Identity and Reference from Classical Chinese Philosophy to Modern Logic. And his colleague, to use Cheryl's language, both of them frequent flyers, his colleague, Professor Carlos Roberto Sanchez, is the author of Blooming in the Ruins, How Mexican Philosophy Can Guide Towards the Good Life. On to world languages and literatures, we're recognizing Associate Professor Vanessa Marie Fernandez for her monograph, Defining and Defying Borders, Tracing Hispanism Across Literary Magazines. And also from the Department of World Languages and Literatures, Françoise Herman, author of Translating the Language of Patents. And with that, I'm delighted to invite the Dean of the College of Sciences.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here celebrating the authors and inventors in the College of Science. So the first honoree is Dr. Mary Poffenroth, who is the author of Brave New You, Strategies, Tools, and Neurohacks to Live More Courageously Every Day. I should have mentioned she's from the biology department. From the chemistry department, Dr. David Brooke. He is being recognized for his invention, targeted contrast agents for enhanced magnetic resonance imaging, done jointly with the University of Redlands. Professor Risa Kelly. I saw Risa around here somewhere. Where is she? There she is. Come on, wave your hand. From the chemistry department and currently on deployment to the Office of Undergraduate Studies. Professor Kelly is co-author of Chemistry in Contexts, Applying Chemistry to Society, 10th edition. Kai Horstman, emeritus faculty from the Computer Science Department, continues his long tradition of publishing books in computing languages. He is the author, most recently, of Core Java Volume 1, Fundamentals, and Core Java Volume 2, Advanced Features, both in their 13th editions. Professor Emeritus Hidefumi Katsura, who I got a chance to speak with in the reception before here, was very excited that in retirement he finally had time to finish up this book. He is the author of Introduction to Analysis, Theorems, and Examples. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't recognize the dozens and dozens of publications that fall outside of the categories that we celebrate here. I invite you to pick up some manuscripts from the College of Science as well. Now I'd like to invite the Dean of the College of Social Sciences, Anne-Marie Todd.
Thank you. This is one of my favorite events. I see a couple class tables. We're definitely doing a picture after this. It's non-negotiable. Oh, I don't use teleprompters. Woo, oh, there we go. Well, I'm gonna wing it, which is great because I have 2 titles in languages I don't speak. To begin with, from the Department of Anthropology, Dr. Roberto Gonzalez, Ciencia Zapoteca, Agricultura y Alimentación en la Sierra Norte de Oaxaca. And Dr. Gonzalez was the recently awarded the President's Scholar Award at the Celebrating Spartans event. So congratulations. From my home Department of Communication Studies, I see her in the back. We have Dr. Tabitha Hart, who is co-editor, Contending with Codes in a World of Difference, Transforming a Theory of Human Communication. Congratulations. We have 2 authors from the Department of Justice Studies. We have Grace Howard, who is the author of The Pregnancy Police, Conceiving Crime, Arresting Personhood. Congratulations, Grace. And also from the Department of Justice Studies, we have Stephen J. Morowitz. Case studies and
klinische und psychologische Perspektiven der Feststellung von Fremdverschulden.
Thank you, Dean Meth. I thought I did a pretty good job, and he laughed so hard when I gave him my attempt at that, that I thought that maybe he could just say that instead. So thank you for helping me out there. In the Department of Political Science, we have 2 authors. We have senior lecturer Robert Ovitz, co-editor, Real World Labor, a reader in economics, politics, and social policy from Dollars and Cents, the 4th edition. And we have Professor Lawrence Quill, author of Nostalgia and Political Theory. Dr. Quill is acting chair of political science right now, so he's probably working hard. Okay. Okay, in here? No. And we have Aaron Woodhead, PhD co-editor, The Psychology of Aging, a Psychosocial Perspective, 2nd edition. From the Department of Sociology and Interdisciplinary Social Sciences, we have Bill Armeline, co-author, Human Rights Praxis and the Struggle for Survival. Congratulations, Bill. And we have Tanya Suraj Bakru, co-author, Reproductive Justice, Adoption, and Foster Care. Congratulations, Tanya. And from the New School of Planning, Policy, and Environmental Studies, Dr. Lorene Hom is author of The Power of Chinatown. And I think the person I'm introducing, oh, thank goodness. Okay, I thought I was going to have to go on and I haven't practiced those. I'd like to invite Michelle Smith-McDonald, the Senior Director of Media Relations from University Marketing and Communications. Congratulations. Welcome to the stage.
Okay, thank you. I'm excited to be here for the 2nd year in a row representing University Marketing and Communications. I think that's awesome. I would like to recognize Cassandra Myers, our university science writer and copy editor, for her debut novel, They Shut Me Up. And now I want to invite the interim dean of the College of Information, Data, and Society and the dean of the University Library. So many titles. Dr. Michael.
Thanks, Mac. All right. Well, first, let me acknowledge and recognize Sandy Hirsch, Dr. Sandy Hirsch, editor of Library 2035, Imagining the Next Generation of Libraries. So congratulations. And then I would like to acknowledge Professor Anthony Bernier, co-editor, Young Adult Library Services, Challenges and Opportunities. co-edited with Shirley. And then we're still not done. Dr. Virginia Tucker for design concepts and information retrieval, user-centered systems, search engines, and sites. And then we have Donald A. Westbrook, author of Anti-Cultism in France, Scientology, Religious Freedom, and the Future of New and Minority Religions. And then I'd like to call myself up as the Dean of the University Library. And here I'd like to recognize two of our library faculty, Michael Aguilar and Adriana Poe, as co-editors of Creating an Inclusive Library, Approaches for Increasing Engagement and Use with Students of Color. Yet another phenomenal text that is so apropos. All right. Let's have one big round for everybody who we have featured here today. Thank you. By the way, that might be true to Rami too, but I would say, by the way, thank you to this incredible team. They've got the slides going, they got the teleprompter, they got mics. Phenomenal. All right, let me, I guess, backtrack. This concludes the recognition portion of the event. Let's give an applause to everyone who's being recognized this year on your incredible achievements. One more time, we cannot applaud enough. And with that, I think this is the last time you're seeing me on stage, but I'd like to invite, not ever, like for this event. Sorry, I saw somebody's face go, whoa. No, just for this event. But with that, I'd like to invite Interim Vice President for Research and Innovation and Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, another person with way too many titles but doing incredible work, Mark DeLarco, for some closing remarks.
Thanks a lot, Mike. As we wrap up this celebration of research and innovation, I want to express my deepest gratitude to all of our faculty and staff for their dedication, creativity, and impact. Let's carry this momentum forward, fostering collaboration, discovery, and groundbreaking ideas that make a difference in our communities and beyond. Thank you to everyone in attendance, whether in person or online. Please check out the library's website to view all of the 2024 honorees. The link and QR code is posted up on the screen for you to browse on your own. I'd like to take some time to thank the people who have made this event possible, in no particular order. From the Division of Research and Innovation, thank you to Emily Chan, Lauren Lee, Rachel Grad, and all the other partners who have helped to make this week so successful. Thank you to our campus partners from the Lucas College and Graduate School of Business, the Connie L. Lurie College of Education, the Charles W. Davidson College of Engineering, the College of Health and Human Sciences, the College of Humanities and the Arts, the College of Information, Data, and Society, the College of Science, and the College of Social Sciences for your generous contributions. We have a lot of colleges. Last but not least, I'd like to give a special shout out to the committee members and the event support team. Michael Meth, Mariah Ramsour, Leslie Sechrist, Ayana Cheesegel, Mary Elizabeth Anderson, Jessica Trask, Lois Takahashi, and Abby Quayle. Our amazing library media services student assistants, Ananda Bouchard, Asher Camilleri, Miriam Matar, Harleen Derry, Brandis Warren, Ricardo Scarafia, Siddharth Kulkarni, Sitha Reddy Devireddy, and the library support staff, Josephine Nguyen, Patricia Rodriguez, Sarah Greer, Trevor Lindau, and the library marketing team, and the many volunteers who have come together to support this event. Obviously, it takes a village. Lastly, thank you all for coming, and thank you to all of our honorees. Each book, significant work, and/or patent filing takes a lot of time, energy, and passion, and we are honored to be able to share with you those accomplishments. Thank you.